So my name is Josh Angus, Chef Director at Hyde Restaurant Group. What led me to become a chef, I would say, is school. I wasn't the best student. I think the only thing that kept me entertained was probably football and girls. And then the only other thing that got excited me was actually home economics, so baking cakes and stuff like that. So one day a week, Sheffield College, just went from there. After I finished the Le Manoir, I actually got out of chefing for about a year. I had a triple hernia, well, a double hernia, but then I had to have the operation 3 times. And I ended up getting a call from a friend, and I went to Hong Kong and worked for Shane Osborne at his 2-star. And that was what got me back into chefing, basically. And obviously, coming to Hyde, starting as head chef, and working my way up to chef director, where I am now. So yeah, we're very well known for breakfast. In terms of covers, it's definitely our busiest service. We can average from 180 to 300. I think the most we've ever done is 340 covers for breakfast. Very spicy day that day. I guess in terms of maintaining it, is just having the right team and a strong team, consistent training basically with them day in, day out, keeping systems in place. In terms of the breakfast menu at Hyde, I mean, it doesn't change as much as the a la carte or the tasting or set lunch menu. I think breakfast is people know what they want to eat. So in terms of a croque or truffled eggs or a full English, we do what people want to eat, but we just elevate it slightly. The mango at Hyde is very famous now, I believe, and TOPJAW just made it even more famous. Very simple. It's delicious mango. It's an expensive mango. We don't do too much to it, but we buy the best produce and we just elevate it by just lightly seasoning it with a little bit of kaffir lime, and there's a little bit of Thai basil, a little bit of sweet sugar, and it's just, it's so natural, so delicious, but it's just the produce really. Croque Monsieur for us is it's a classic dish. It's been on the menu for 5 to 6 years, maybe even longer. We're using a mix between Comte and Gruyere. We make the buttermilk sourdough in-house, a lovely bechamel on top, an amazing cackle bean egg on top as well. So again, it's just the produce and just cooked to a great standard. Our strawberry Tonka woven croissant is, it's only been on the menu for a couple of weeks. It's a seasonal croissant that we change. I work collaboratively with the bakers. We come up with these different dishes and different seasonal dishes, and we want to work on strawberries. Obviously it's summer right now, so it's literally just strawberry compote on the bottom, a whipped Tonka ganache with a little bit of white chocolate in there, some fresh strawberries on top, and then just inside a woven croissant. I think the thing that really showcases Hyde is our in-house bakery. Obviously it's 24 hours a day. We have a team of bakers, 7 bakers working tirelessly and creating amazing produce. And we're just constantly changing our croissants and viennoiseries with the seasons. So I think that's something that stands out for us. Generally making a viennoiserie in the day and producing the bread at night. We even make the brioche for the French toast here. We make the buttermilk sourdough for our croques. But we have a croissant and a buckwheat pan of chocolate that is always on the menu. And then we rotate in seasons with different croissants as well. So the strawberry and Tonka, the pistachio and white chocolate's on at the moment, and then we will change them. But in terms of bakery, it's a skill level that is amazing, and we're very fortunate to have in-house, and it's something we really want to carry on just elevating and just showcasing. So the bread basket at Hyde, I think, is probably one of the best. I'm a bit biased, I know. We do 4 breads and 1 cracker for the bread basket. I don't think many restaurants offer that. Changes with seasons, so we always have a different bread basket on per season, but I think when you get this bread basket on the table at the first moment, it showcases and it's an automatic wow, look at that, the presentation's amazing. So now I'm going to show you our barbecued scallop. So we got some amazing Orkney scallops from Celtic, our supplier, fresh in today, large scallops as you can see, they're beautiful. So we're just going to take these scallops out of the shell. Got a beautiful roe on there as well. We use all the scallop, so we will dry out the roe and we're going to grate that on top of the scallops for a little bit of extra seasoning. Give it a little scrape and then just easing it out. And then we use all of this in our sauce and we dry out the roe. So I'm just going to cook off the scallop now on the barbecue. We're just going to season up the scallop on both sides. Just going to put a little bit of garlic oil on. When we're cooking a scallop, we're cooking it 60 to 70% more on the top side, okay? So when I flip it over now, I'm going to cook it a lot less on that side. You see it's getting nice char marks. This one a little bit longer. I want to get a nice, little bit more crust on here, so I'm just going to go the other side again, okay? See how we've got nice deep caramelization now. And then we just rest it in a fenugreek butter. So scallop's been resting in the butter. We're just going to take the scallop and just slice it into 4 to 5, depending on the size, basically. Then we've got our scallop, and then we're just going to lay it out like so. Lightly season it with a little bit of moulding, and then we're going to brush it with a rhubarb vinegar that we've made in-house. And we just glaze it up, trying to use all the rhubarb as well. And then again, that scallop roe that we had earlier, we dried out. We're just gonna grate that. Okay, now we're ready to plate the scallop. So it's a Jerusalem artichoke puree on the bottom that we've just lightly caramelized. Some courgette stems, a rhubarb compote, and obviously we have our amazing scallops, a granola. So it's a savory granola with pine nuts. You've got some Jerusalem artichoke in there that's been grated. So it's an artichoke granola to match with the artichoke puree. Again with the scallop roe just on top. And lastly, we're just going to finish with some marigold flowers and some fresh marigold on top. We grow this in-house in our Evergrow. Get some rhubarb juice and a little bit of cucumber juice in there as well to get a bit more acidity. Splitting it with a little bit of marigold oil. So there we have barbecue scallop with a Jerusalem artichoke puree, rhubarb compote, and an artichoke savory granola. I don't think much has changed since I took over. I think it's probably just the team's a bit more collaborative. Carving turbot. In terms of kitchen, we have 56 chefs, 14 KPs, and I think there's around 70 front of house as well. So it's around 120, 130 staff at Hyde alone, 7 days a week, breakfast, lunch, dinner. Only shut 2 days a year, Christmas Day and New Year's Day. I think for me as a chef, and especially for Hyde, produce is the most important. To any successful restaurant, produce needs to be the best. We pride ourselves on using the best, whether it be an amazing strawberry or whether it be Lake District lamb. We're generally getting the whole lambs and we butcher them down on site. Without them products, the dishes just wouldn't be the same.
So here at Hyde, we are known for the depth of the cellar, thanks to the collaboration with Hedonism Wines. So in the premises, we have about 1,100 wines, different labels and sizes, which makes it just about 3,000 bottles physically. But in total, we have access to just under 8,000. So it's a large selection, and we are very lucky to have all the depth that we can offer to the guests and play around with the cuisine of Josh, obviously, here in the place.
We used to have Hyde below, Hyde ground, Hyde above. It's about a year and a half ago, we changed it to just Hyde, and obviously we've still got Hyde below the cocktail bar. Reason being, there was a lot of menus, a lot of staff, a bit of confusion as well in terms of Michelin. Michelin-starred was always awarded to both restaurants. Everyone thought it was just awarded to above. So we decided to just change the concept slightly and just turn it into one restaurant.
Welcome to Hyde. So I'm Camillo, I'm the restaurant manager here at Hyde, and I will show you one of our private dining rooms. This is the main dining room. This is the ground floor.
Everyone knows that the high staircase is iconic. It was made out of one tree, handmade in Poland. Rumours of over £1 million. Them rumours may be true. I think there's more pictures of that staircase on Instagram than any of the food or anything, so it's definitely earned its money. And then in terms of the dessert, obviously when Ollie left, I wanted to put a few signature dishes of my own on. And I came up with this idea of creating a signature dessert. And I don't know why we never thought of it before, but I just thought, why don't we do the staircase?
Hi, my name is Emily. I'm a pastry sous chef here at Hyde in Mayfair. And today I'm going to show you how to make our Hyde staircase. The main component in the staircase is a banana mousse. So for the base of the staircase, we make a peanut feuilletine mixture with a bit of crunch. We top that with a salted butter caramel.
It's not only looks visually amazing, hopefully it tastes very light and beautiful to people as well. I think it's delicious. It's the flavors I love. It works very well with the caramel and the banana and the peanut flavors.
And then we spray it with a mixture of 70% and milk chocolate. On the side, we serve an infusion made with genmaicha tea and a bit of lechiana olive oil. So there we have it, the Hyde staircase.
I'm just concentrated on keeping Hyde busy. I guess dealing with the pressure of the covers and the standard of what we work at is something that you kind of build into your DNA.